Good morning and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. My name is Raquel. Thank you for being here. And today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays we look at love and romance. And we have our three decks and our three fairies, the pink, the blue, and the yellow. So this is an interactive tarot reading where you pick your deck and we look at the general energies around your love life as well as what to release and what to embrace at this time. All right. So, this is a general reading for the collective. Always know to just take what resonates, let go of the rest, never force anything. And that if you want a private tarot session with me, I offer online sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world. I'm a board certified coach, holistic energy practitioner, as well as having a master's in psychology, and I have been reading tarot for 30 years. So I offer private sessions as well as pre recorded readings. I'm going to leave you the links down below in the description. You will find my website and my storefront where you can book your sessions or get your pre recorded readings. And if you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. You have all my contact information on my website. Now, let's get started and we begin by grounding, centering, and connecting with the breath. If this feels good to you, please follow along. All right, sit in a comfortable position and roll your shoulders back. All right, let's release the tension from all the upper back and the neck area. So let's move the neck gently from side to side and front to back. All right. Now put your feet on the floor, right? If you happen to be barefoot, wiggle those toes a little bit and visualize roots growing from the soles of your feet, going directly straight into the earth, into the middle of the earth. And then visualizing all types of tension, energy that feels dense in our bodies, anything that we carry that is not ours to carry. All that energy coming down those roots, going straight into the earth. And the earth is our home. The earth neutralizes all that dense energy. And now we can visualize the earth giving us clean, gentle, healing energy all the way going up those roots that we have grown and going from the soles of our feet all the way up into our bodies. Now take the palms of your hands and put them right in the middle of your chest where your heart chakra is. And let's take a couple of deep breaths together. Inhale in through the nose, hold, and exhale. Let's take another deep breath. Inhale to the count of 4. You're going to hold for a second or two. And the exhale, make it longer. If possible, double the time of the inhale. So in through the nose. Hold. And exhale. All right, now pick your deck or the fairy, the pink, the blue, or the yellow, whichever calls you intuitively. Ready? All right, let's begin with the pink fairy to look at love and romance today. All right, let's move the cards a little bit and give it a little knock. Now let's set that intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into our love life. The general message, what we need to release, and what we need to embrace or focus on. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right, let's see the main energies. Now, what we need to release. Ooh, settle, settle, settle. And what we need to focus on or embrace. And here we have more than one. We have two cards. All right, perfect. And the general energies, who answers our call? And it is the Hermit, major arcana, major advice. So, what is the Hermit telling us about the energies surrounding our love life right now? All right, so the Hermit, that major arcana. Nine, the Hermit is all about going inwards, right? It is a very introspective energy, but one that finds answers by doing that introspection. And what does that tell us about the energies around our love life right now? So it tells us that there are some things we need to reflect on, right? Both if we are in a relationship or if we are searching for that special someone for us right now. It is going inwards. It's about right now, Spirit is giving you advice that there is some self awareness, some inner work to be done, right? So if you are in a relationship, maybe there are some things that you need to reflect on right now. Reflect on about the relationship, about your role in the relationship, about if this is right for you, or if you have been going through some struggles, where to go from here, what you can do. If you're not in a relationship, good questions to ask right now is what do I want from a relationship? What values do I embrace, or what values are important for me that the other person that I find needs to have as well. So, a lot of self reflection. So, right now, it is not a time for a lot of actions in general, but to do a lot of self reflection. This is the guidance and the advice you're getting from Spirit, spiritually, is that it is a time for self reflection. And that self reflection will actually give you lots of answers that will either take the relationship you are in to another level, or bring enough clarity for you to make a very important decision. Or if you're looking for a relationship, it will also enlighten you to what is best for you right now. So use this moment in time for self reflection, for knowing yourself better, for finding clarity within yourself about your love life. All right. And now, things or what we need to release. And here, who answers is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, we are on that earth element, and this Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. It's also about generosity, right? Now, remember, we have it on the release position, right? So, what this Six of Pentacles wants us to look at, if what are the exchange, the energy and emotional exchange that we may be having in our relationship, right? So perhaps we are not feeling valued at this time. Perhaps our emotional needs are not being met, or perhaps we are not meeting the emotional needs of the other one, right? So this card in the release position is asking you, what things or in what ways can we be more generous in our love life right now? What energetically speaking, what type of energy are we giving, right? And also, what can we do to be more generous emotionally with our energy, right? Now, this card also wants you to reflect, and more knowing that we have the hermit that asks for self reflection, not only about what you are putting out there in your relationship or in your love life, but also what you are getting back. So, because the hermit is leading this reading, so that's the general energy, is asking you to really ask yourself if what you're giving is greater than what you're receiving, or if you what you are receiving from your significant other or in your love life is right. So relationships and more romantic relationships should not be transactional, should not be I do this so you do that. However, there is an exchange emotionally, there is an exchange energetically, and when we are putting more into the relationship that we are getting out, the balance is uneven. So even though it should not be transactional, there are some things that need to be met equally. So the effort, the caring, the emotional labor of the relationship. So right now, this Six of Pentacles wants you to really also think not only what you're giving out, but what you're getting. This is a time of reflection, right? And this is something that right now is important to reflect on, right? And when it is in the release position, but in the release of releasing um, what you know or you don't know about how you're being treated right now. So it's important to reflect on that. Reflect on what you give and also reflect on what you are getting back. Now, what about what to embrace or what to focus on? And answers the Eight of Swords and the Six of Cups. So we have another six, but it leads the Eight of Swords here on what to embrace. And the Eight of Swords, here we are in the air element, a card where our own thoughts may be keeping us prisoner. Now, this is what to embrace, right? And the Eight of Swords is telling you embrace right now or focus not on your thoughts about what's going on in your love life, in your relationship, but what you're feeling. So this card is not actually telling you to use your thoughts because your thoughts here are keeping you in a loop. They are keeping you stuck. They are not helping. So sometimes it is important to focus on or to look at our mind, right? Our discernment, our logic. And there are other times when we need to lead with our emotion, our gut feeling, our intuition. And because this Eight of Swords tells us right now that thoughts are not being very helpful. So, right now, it is better to lead with your gut, to lead with your intuition, and to also see how you are feeling about how things are going, right? When you think about your relationship, when you think about the other person right now, how things are going, does it give you peace? Does it bring joy, content? Or are you feeling sad? Does it bring anxiety? Does it bring feelings of fear and instability? Right? So think about all of that and let your feelings and your gut and your intuition lead you right now. Focus on that, embrace that. And now the Six of Cups is also telling you that the cups here were on emotions and intuition. Now, the Six of Cups is a card about memories, right? And remembering things. And with this combination right now, how the reading goes, it is time to reflect about things that have happened, right, in the past, and to reflect on how you felt about things that happened, things that were said, things about your relationship, right? Reflect on that. Reflect of how you have felt. All right. So let's put it all together. So the main message here is that now is a time for introspection, a time for really reflecting on things so you can get clarity. It is very important to look at the giving and receiving emotionally and energetic in the relationship, what you're putting out, what you're receiving, and if you feel it is a fair exchange or not. And what to embrace right now, or what's important, it is not to lead with your mind and your thoughts, but to lead with your intuition, with your gut feeling, and with your emotions, mostly about how you feel, how you're feeling right now, but also how you have been feeling, how certain things that happen have made you feel. Reflecting on all of this, on that intuition, those feelings, and that gut instinct, and also what's being given and what's being returned, will bring you a lot of clarity. So keep on reflecting right now. All right. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest, and never force anything. And if you want us to look more in depth at your particular situation, please reach out to book your private tarot session with me. I'm a board certified coach, board certified holistic energy practitioner with a master's degree in psychology, and I have been reading tarot for 30 years. So you can book a private session with me or get a pre recorded reading. You have all the information on the links below, my website and my Gumroad storefront. And if you have any questions, please really do not hesitate to reach out. I'm also on WhatsApp, so you have all the information on the website. All right, now let's look at that blue fairy for those of you who picked that deck. And here we have it. And here we have the blue fairy. Now let's move the cards a little bit around. Let's give it a little knock. And let's set that intention. Please give us guidance, advice, insight into our love life. Also, what we need to release and what we need to embrace. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right. Main energies. What to release. And what to embrace. 2 cards this time as well. All right. And who answers? Wow, wow, wow. The Hermit again, major arcana, major advice. So we got the same card in the same position in the previous deck. So again, the same advice here is for you. So right now, what this is calling, it is calling for a time of introspection. It sounds like there are some things or some clarity that you need that will only be achieved by going within. There is things that can only be come to light by doing self-awareness and inner work right now. So both if you are in a relationship or if you are not in a relationship right now, going within, gaining self-awareness about yourself, right? So this is awareness about yourself, but also finding clarity about what you really want out of your love life, what aspects of your relationship are working, which ones are not working for you. And if you're looking for a relationship, really knowing yourself at this time can be very beneficial in finding the right person. All right, because it is not so much about always finding the right person, but it is also about us becoming the right person. And even though we will always be two imperfect beings coming together as one in a relationship, when we have practiced that self-awareness, when we know ourselves well, when we know what we are about, what we can give, what is important, what values we have greater chances to find someone who is aligned with all of this. So, both if you are in a relationship or you're not in one right now, make sure you are taking time for self reflection, for self awareness, for going within, for getting to know yourself better, for knowing what you are about, your values, what you like, what you dislike, what's a pet peeve, what you cannot put up with, what are those red flags for you personally, not only general red flags, but for you personally. So, right now, this is the greatest advice that you go within self reflection, self awareness. It will bring you a lot of clarity and it will help you move on towards a relationship that you want to get into or make your relationship go to the next level or even rethink the relationship you're in right now. So important self reflection and self awareness. Now, what to release? And here we have the Nine of Cups. And this is such a beautiful and lovely card when it comes out because it's all about abundance, right? About joy, about things going well, right? So, what is this card telling us that we need to release if it's such a positive card? So, this could be releasing the idea or romanticizing ideas of perfection, right? So it does not mean that there is something necessarily bad in your relationship or something necessarily bad or negative in anything. But sometimes we romanticize things. We romanticize our relationship. We romanticize the other person. We kind of bury our heads in the sand. So, what this combination right here with the Hermit leading and the Nine of Cups in the release position is telling you it's time to do self awareness and self reflection and really think things through, really go within, not only first to know yourself, but not only that, but see if you are idealizing something. If you are idealizing your relationship right now, if you are idealizing the other person, have the courage to look at things and at the other person for what they are, for who that person is, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you decide to stay with that person, if you decide to grow that relationship, make it better, you can only do it from not only first self awareness, but second, from that acceptance of the reality, right? So having the courage to look at things as they are. Now, let's look at what to embrace or what to focus on. Oh, wow, the Two of Cups and the King of Pentacles. And the Two of Cups is a great card to get in a tarot reading and more in the position that this is. We are in the water element, emotions, and relationships. And the Two of Cups is a card that tells us, let's come together. It's like, let's create a rapport. Let's create a strong bond, right? Let's create that partnership. Let's come together. And this is telling you right now, focus on embrace creating a strong bond with the other person or creating not only a strong bond, but remembering what the partnership is about, right? And this works if you are in a relationship right now, um, coming together as one, and also with the cards that are around is also being able to open up about who you truly are and seeing the other person for who they are and focusing on building this partnership and this relationship based on love and a solid foundation on that. And now the King of Pentacles adds to this. The King of Pentacles, remember, is that masculine energy, but it is a mature energy and is very grounded because this here we have the earth element. So this king is asking the same of you. Focus on being very grounded in your approach, how you approach the other person, how you approach the relationship and yourself in a very mature, right, and grounded way. Coming together as one, coming into this partnership, creating a strong bond, always from really seeing who the other person is, what this relationship, with that acceptance of the truth of what is, without romanticizing anything, and also coming from self awareness. All right? So, important right now that self awareness, self reflection, getting to know yourself well, and also not romanticizing ideals of the relationship, the other person, or of your love life, but accepting things for what they are. When we accept things as they are is when we can change them, right? And focusing on creating a strong bond, creating rapport, building relationships based on who we really are and who the other person is, but creating them out of love. And also having a mature approach, very mature and grounded approach. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message. This is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest. And if you want us to look more in depth at your particular situation, please reach out or go to my storefront or my website. The descriptions are below to book your private session with me, get your pre-recorded reading, or as I said, please reach out if you have any questions. All right, now let's look at the yellow fairy. For those of you who picked that one. And here we have the yellow fairy and this cute little deck. All right, let's move this over here and see what this cute little deck tells us today. Set the intention. Please give us guidance, advice, and insight into our love life. What to release, also what to embrace. And we ask in love, in light, for our highest good. And so it is. All right, the main energies. All right, here four cards. You know, I honor every card. I strive for one, but if there are more that feel that are coming out, we read them. I'm a tarot reader, so my role is to read those cards. Now, what to release? Settle, settle. One card for what to release. And what to embrace. And one card for what to embrace. All right. So we'll put these, let's leave them out here. What to release, what to embrace, and what has come out. Let's read them in order. And we have the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Then we have the 4 of Swords. And the Page of Cups. Interesting. All right, let's bring them down a little bit more so we can see them. All right, so who answers our call? The 10 of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So here we begin with Pentacles, and we have two cards of Pentacles. We have the 10 and the Page, right? And the 10 of Pentacles is letting us know, hey, there has been a lot of effort, right? So that you have put a lot of effort into a relationship or a lot of effort into finding a relationship. So there is a closing of the energy here. It's saying, hey, there has been a lot of effort, a lot being put here. The energies are changing, right? So energies are changing because there has been energetically so much effort put in, right? It could be that you've been really searching for finding someone, or if you are in a relationship, you've been putting a lot of effort into the relationship, or there has been a lot of a feeling that a lot has been done for this. But this is a change of energy. It's saying there is a change of energy, that it is requiring for you to adopt an open mind, right? And to adopt being able to grow from the things that you have learned, right? From the things that you have learned so far about yourself, about the relationship. Right now, adopt that growth mindset. When I see pages, is adopt that growth mindset. Now, this is the earth element. So adopt that growth mindset, stay very grounded on who you are and what you want out of your love life right now. But know that energies are changing, and any effort that you have put in towards finding somebody or towards this relationship will pay off, right? This is a change of energy, in not in the sense of a major arcana, big changes, right, or big transformations. This is, it's a cycle, energetic cycle that is coming to an end, and it's asking for you to stay open-minded right now, right? And to really embrace wanting to grow from everything that has happened so far, right? So I would tell you to really think about what lessons have you been learning so far, right, in your relationship or in the search for love. Really think about those, right? And try to bring those lessons and grow from what you have been through lately. Now, the Four of Swords is asking you to not be, here we are in swords, that it is the air element and thought, but the Four of Swords is a card that tells us it's time to rest, right? But to rest the mind, kind of say. So right now, grow from everything that has happened. Know that there is a change energetically wise, but it is time to also take time to rest, right? Not to put so much thought into strategy, into what we're going to do about the relationship, or what am I going to do about my love life, or how do I find somebody. No, no, no. Quiet the mind, grow from past lessons, and quiet the mind. It is not a time for action, right? Keep the Page of Cups. Again, a lot of growth, but growing emotionally. So it's telling you, keep your heart open, right? Learn from past lessons, but it is not a time for action, but a time to think about everything you've learned. Keep your heart open. Do not let anything that happened close your heart. So keep that heart open, keep growing emotionally and from past lessons, and quiet the mental chatter right now, or the wanting to do something and thinking about what needs to be done. Rest, flow, learn, right? Past lessons, and keep your heart open. All right. Now, what to release? This has told us a lot, but let's see what to release and who answers. The Sun, major arcana, major advice. What to release right now? Release perfection. The Sun is such a positive and optimistic card, right? And it tells us, oh, we have that sun shining on us. So, but right now, because it is in the release position, all of this is telling us release perfection right now. Release wanting for everything to be positive and perfect and all great. No, it's not. If it's not, be okay with it, right? Release wanting it to be this way. We move in cycles. Everything moves in cycles. Nature moves in cycles. Us as people, and societies, history, there are cycles. And the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot tells us about those cycles. But here is telling us, all right, it may not be a major cycle like the Wheel of Fortune, but there is an energy change that requires for you to grow from past lessons, for you to grow from what has happened so far, the good and the bad. And not to try to think, what can I do right now? It's not a time for doing. Calm that mental chatter and open your heart and keep yourself opening to grow. Release trying for things to be perfect or for things to be a certain way. Right now, no, just flow. Quiet the mental chatter and just grow from anything that has happened or is happening. All right. And what to embrace instead? So, embrace, look at this. I love the tarot because it is such a wonderful tool. Strength, the major arcana, major advice. So, what to do instead of trying to see things as perfect or wanting them to be that way? Release that. Instead, embrace your inner strength. Know that anything that's going on in your love life right now or in your life in general is building that strength for you, right? Embrace your own inner strength, your resilience, and also know how to exercise self control. So, coming from a place of responding, never reacting, right? If you have to have certain conversations with your significant other, or if anything is feels like they are poking you, remember that self-control and focusing, embracing your inner strength and your resilience at this time. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. This is a very interesting reading. And remember, it's all about growth right now. Growth and growth within yourself. All right. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this message. Remember, this is a general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, let go of the rest, never force anything. And if you want us to look more in depth at your particular situation, I do offer private tarot sessions that can be done from anywhere in the world. We have 15 minutes, a quick check-in, 30 minutes, the sweet spot, or 1 hour, the in-depth session. I'm a board certified coach, board certified holistic energy practitioner with a master's degree in psychology, and I have been reading tarot for 30 years. So I bring all of that into our sessions. There is something for every budget, and I also offer pre-recorded readings that can be done in video like this, or an audio that gets sent directly to your inbox. So if you want more information, you can check my website and my Gumroad storefront. The links are in the description, or please reach out. You can find also the information of how to reach out to me, phone, email, or also I'm on WhatsApp if you want more information about how my services can accompany you and offer you support and help you gain clarity. All right. And please subscribe to the channel. Remember to get those notifications on, as there is something almost every day of the week. On Tuesdays, we'll look at love and romance, but tomorrow, Wednesdays, we do not do tarot. We do a pick a pile of oracle cards that has these lovely, empowering, and inspiring messages. So I hope I will see you here tomorrow. In the meantime, be kind and gentle to yourself, to each other, and I'll see you tomorrow. Brightest blessings. Bye bye.